I mainly fuck with Halloween as well because of Michael Myers. I think he's just a really good character. I think they do kind of fuck him up in later movies like Halloween Ends. They really just they take a shit all over his character. They took the gnarliest diarrhea, wettest shit all over him. How's everyone doing today? I'm been making a video on GOATED movies. Now, to be honest with you, I'm making this video because I'm still editing the video from last night, and the raw footage that was like 3 hours or something long. It's a Fears of Falcon game. It's Iron Bark Lookout. I played the whole game in one video, and it's still not done. I'm like barely halfway through. I'm probably still gonna be editing it tomorrow. Might upload it by tomorrow. You never know. But I just wanted to make this video today, so I have something out for today because I'm still trying to go on this daily thing. Although I guess I wouldn't call it daily anymore because I kind of already missed 3 days. But I kind of want to keep uploading as much as I can, as much as possible, because I have been noticing that I'm kind of getting more subscribers. I'm gaining, but slowly. I'm like that. That tells me there's new people that are finding my content that they actually like. I just want to continue making videos and stuff. To grow my channel now. So yeah, enough with the app. Let's start. So the first one is Halloween. Now Halloween, I probably mentioned this before. It is my favorite movie of all time. Not even horror movie, just movie in general. When I first saw this, I saw like Michael Myers in a Watch Mojo Top 10 Supernatural Killers list, and the clip of him was literally walking through through a glass door. Like it was like saran wrap or something. Like it shattered as soon as he walked at it. I'm like, this guy seems sick. Bro is strong as shit. I watched the first one and I thought it was brilliant. Don't really have much memory of it. I do remember when I was watching the Halloween series, my sister tried to watch it with me, and I can't remember. Like me and my sister, like 6 years apart. I'm 6 years older than my sister, and this was like ages ago. So my sister was pretty fucking young, and my mom obviously didn't let her watch it because it's a horror movie and shit like that. But I mainly fuck with Halloween as well because of Michael Myers. I think he's just a really good character. I think they do kind of fuck him up in later movies like Halloween Ends. They really just they take a shit all over his character. They took the gnarliest diarrhea, wettest shit all over him. Because Jesus Christ, if you watched Halloween Ends, you would know what I'm on about. But yeah, Halloween golden movie, I love it. The Mask is the next one, and that's also my second favorite movie of all time. You're gonna notice the first 3 movies are like my top 3 of all time, and then the rest just are in no particular order, just random movies I just top out of the top of my empty dome. But The Mask, I don't know, I just really love Jim Carrey's acting in this. I think he plays the mask like really well, like somebody stop me, or smoking. I don't know if my impressions were good or not. I don't give a shit, but I really do love like Jim Carrey's acting in this film. I think he plays the mask really well, like charismatic, kind of like goofy, does whatever the fuck he wants, because I think that is like his character. He just wants as much chaos as possible. He basically just wants fun. I don't think the effects are too bad as well, like the when the eyes are like out and the tongue and shit, or when he's like fall flat on the ground like and go splat. I thought it was really good. I remember first watching it. It was a fun watch. I thought it was really entertaining. I thought it was some funny as well. Like parts where he does like this is like some shit with his teeth. I thought that was pretty funny. My mom actually showed it to me. So yeah, go and pick. Thanks, mom. Next one is No Country for Old Men. No Country for Old Men. I saw from an edit on YouTube. I remember I was just scrolling. I think I was scrolling through edits or some shit, and I seen an edit of Anton Chigurh. I remember watching the edit like multiple times. And thinking that this movie seems so sick. I have to watch it. And then I finally watched it. I was like, I am glad I watched it because it was great. Anton Chigurh might be one of the most terrifying villains I've seen in like film. Apparently, like a group of scientists done like research, and apparently he's like the most realistic depiction of a psychopath in film, which I think is crazy. And like hats off to Javier Bardem for the acting that, because to get like being known as one of the most realistic depictions of a psychopath in film, that is crazy work. Javier Bardem done a good job as acting as Anton Chigurh. I'm not gonna lie, I fucked with Anton Chigurh in the film more than the main character Moss. I thought Moss was still pretty cool. I don't know, I just liked Anton Chigurh more. I don't know, for some reason, like in horror movies, I kind of fuck with the villain more than the hero. I just kind of find them more interesting. Their motives can also be interesting sometimes. So I kind of thought it was a bit asshole the way they just like and killed off Moss Innuendo. Spoilers! The way they killed off Moss Innuendo, he like got killed by a bunch of Mexicans, and like, you know, they could have had a final standoff with him and Anton Sugar. I thought that would have been sick. Or a scene where Moss pulls up with the briefcase and they both like have a standoff or something, and it's the first to pull the trigger. I thought that would have been sick. I don't know how they would have gone to that point, but hey, I'm sure they could have figured out a way. Better than, you know, them shitting all over Moss's character by just killing him off. Like, oh look, the wind killed him. Yeah, the end. Here we go. But yeah, and No Country for Men, also a really good movie. Scary movie. I actually watched this a couple of days ago with my friend Stoned. It was pretty fucking funny. I remember first watching it, just laughing my ass off. Smokey might be my favorite character. The scene where he's with Ghostface and they're just, you know, chilling while stoned, and then Ghostface does like a run, he like slices everyone up. I thought that was pretty funny. I thought the ending scene where like he's a stoner, so I thought the ending scene where he got shot and like got high off of his own bullet hole, I thought that was pretty good. The sound effects are crazy as well. Like that, I swear that movie just didn't give a shit as well. Like there's a scene in the car where I can't remember. I think the main person, I can't remember her name, and her boyfriend. Let me just look this shit up. I think the main character's name is Cindy. Cindy and her boyfriend are in the front seat. They're driving the car, and in the back seat is Ray and his missus, and then oh fuck's sake, and then Greg and his boyfriend and his girlfriend in the back seat. And I think basically in this scene, Ray ends up actually fingering Greg's ass. Greg says some shit like, "No, I like it when you play with my asshole." And then she's like, "I'm not playing with your asshole." And then Greg is like, "Ray!" And then Ray just like, some shit like that, some sound effect. I don't know, but it was pretty funny. Scary Movie is a really good comedy movie, I'm not gonna lie. The next one is also another comedy film that I first watched not too long ago, maybe a month ago or so. I don't know. But I saw it on TikTok, and some of the clips are funny. I thought were crazy as well. Like one of the clips I saw, I think the clip I saw, non-nerd movie, was the main character. She was in bed, and I think she had a dildo where basically the top half of it was like moving around like a snake. It was like an alien or some shit. It had like a mind of its own, and then she's like gonna obviously use it on herself, and her whole family basically ends up walking in, like her dad, her brother, her nan, the fucking pope or the priest, basically her whole family and the priest are there, and the dog. What the fuck? And basically like, happy birthday, yeah. And then the dog's trying to pull out the blankie, and then she's like, yeah, piss off, you're not trying to lick my pussy fungus. And then the dildo goes flying up in the air, does like 50 front flips, being nominated for Acrobats of the Year or some shit, and then it lands in the cake and it splatters everywhere. Like it covers the whole family in the face. I'm like, that is crazy. Another crazy scene actually from non-nerd movie is when someone is taking is shitting in the shitter, and she ends up like having a spicy asshole or some shit because she shits so much. The toilet falls through the floor. It's on the second floor of the building. The toilet falls, and it ends up spewing shit all over a classroom that I fell into, all over a teacher, and it only covers him, and like the man's covered all in shit. I'm like, what the fuck? But yeah, that was also a crazy scene. Non-nerd movie is pretty funny. I also watched that with my friend Stoned. It was funnier the second time. Some shit in that movie though kind of scared me. Like some parts, like I swear, you're one who looks like Margot Robbie, one of the cheerleaders, the main lead. Shut the fuck up! The main cheerleader of the leader of the trio, I don't know. She looks so much like Margot Robbie. I'm like, how the fuck is that not Margot Robbie? And I swear some characters in it, I just have to wait some spill off my screen. Sort of some characters, the way they look in the movies, like they look like AI or something. It's like a human face got superglued onto a robot. I'm like, yo, that shit looks scary. In a comedy movie as well. If a comedy movie is scaring you, rate that shit half a star, alright? Because that did not do its job. Another one is Alien Romulus. Alien Romulus was a pretty good alien film. I've not watched any of the other alien films. I haven't seen the first one because I heard it was stinky dog water. You know, half of it is just like you're basically listening to an audiobook of an essay, like people just talking, and then there's like parts like the alien basically only, and then the other half is actually with the alien. I seen a scene from it which I think is pretty funny. An alien kills an owner in front of the cat, but then the kitty obviously doesn't care. It's like, Yeah, cool. Didn't like that guy anyway. But yeah, why am I talking about other Alien films? Need to talk about Alien Romulus. I thought Alien Romulus was a really great film. I heard some shit on it. I heard it was like some people were saying it's bad. Some people were saying it's good. It's kind of a mixed review, so it's kind of going into this iffy. I'm like, why is everyone shitting on this? It's like, bro, this is a good film. It's like, if I was to describe it, I'd describe it as if it was like Alien Isolation as a movie. If you always wanted to see Alien Isolation but in movie form, just watch Alien Romulus. It kind of replicates that. It's like the closest thing to a movie of Alien Isolation. There are references to it, which I think is pretty sick. You're paying homage to Alien Isolation. I thought the aliens, the Xenos as well, were pretty cool as well. Except for that one scene where your one just falls down and the alien just catches her with a tail and then like puts her back on front and saying, let me help you, ma'am. I'm like, would a bro not just call him with his tail pointing up like this? You know, it'd be like a happy surprise. You know, she falls on top of like skewered human type shit. But no, he just like kind of wrapped around, just placed her back on. Like, are you gonna, make out with this human? You gonna kill him? Like, what's going on here? I say what's going on here so many times. Jesus Christ. I thought the main villain of that was shown in the last couple of minutes of the film was pretty cool and pretty creepy. The way he got birthed was pretty disgusting, and the body horror is, I guess, not as present as it would be in other Alien films, but still there. The facehuggers were pretty creepy though. I think facehuggers might be one of the best parts. They really done a good job on facehuggers. They also added in like another concept for them as well. The way they work and shit. It's pretty good. I think they work based on like heat and sound. Which I guess makes sense because they don't have eyes. They can't see unless they're like seeing out through their asshole or the shit that they extend to like, put the embryo in their host. Alien Romulus was a pretty fun watch. It was entertaining. It was more entertaining and fun more than scary. There was some intense scenes like the facehugger one, but yeah, it was a great film. I'd recommend it to anyone who wants to watch an alien film or wants to see Alien Isolation as a movie. Next one is Alien vs Predator. Alien vs Predator, to me, just seems so overhated. I watched this ages ago, and I remember I knew jack shit about aliens or predators. I thought that the alien was called the Predator because they like acted more animalistic and vicious than the Predators did. So I thought that was the Predator, and I thought the Predator was the alien. I just got mixed up because the aliens have always been depicted as like, green humanoids with balloon ass heads, and they have like arms and legs, and that the Predator was the closest thing to that in the film. So I thought that's the alien, and then the alien I thought was the Predator because he kind of acted like a predator, like an animal and some shit, animalistic, maul you on sight. So I thought that was the Predator. No, I was wrong. Alien vs Predator, I thought had some pretty good fight scenes. I thought they done a good job on the aliens and predators. The one fight scene between Grid and Celtic, I thought was pretty great. I thought the characters were kind of, like they're alright, I guess. Your main one, she's grand. But other than that, it was like, meh, I could care less about them. But the alien and predators were great. Some of you were saying they were shit. I'm like, I thought the Xenomorphs were pretty scary, terrifying. They really showed how vicious Xenomorphs can be and shit. And I thought the Predators, the way they done the Predators were pretty cool. Like the way the Predators just never stop fighting until it dies, literally. I don't know why people are giving so much shit on it. Next one is American Psycho. I remember first watching American Psycho. I didn't actually finish it. I only watched it halfway through because, I don't know, I just never got around back to finishing it. Then I watched it again and I thought it was pretty good. I think Patrick Bateman might be one of Christian Bale's best performances. He done a really good job with portraying Patrick Bateman as a psychopath. He starts out as a normal working class man or some shit. He works at a bank and he robs you because he's a banker or some shit. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But I love how the movie portrays as like Patrick Bateman starting out as like he's normal, he's grand, he's sane, I guess. I do remember the movie mentioning him taking prescriptions. And then he like slowly descends more violently. He goes more insane and shit. And there are some pretty crazy scenes. Like that one scene where he brings over 2 prostitutes and he fucks one of them. But then I think he suffocates one of them with a pillow or something. And then he chases the other one naked with a chainsaw. And this scene's ridiculous. Like I think you could tell it was in his head because your prostitute gets to like a staircase. She's like running down the spiral staircase. She nearly makes it. And as she's running, he's just there aiming with their chainsaw, like, and then chucks it like a fucking tomahawk, and then it hits her somehow. So it's like, bro, what? I had some parts where the part where he kills Paul, I thought was a pretty good scene as well. The way he does this movie, like dancing with his plastic, with his raincoat and the axe, while Paul's drunk out of his mind, and then Paul turns out and is like, "Hey, Paul!" He basically treats him like a tree and starts hacking him to death. I thought it was kind of. I was a bit confused though, I was a bit confused though when it turns out that him killing Paul was all fake. It never happened, and he was never at Paul's house. Like it was never his apartment to begin with. I thought, what? How? I'm like, bro, what? Like that looks so real. I'm like, is this some Smile 2 shit? I thought when he actually finally broke down and on the phone, when he was surrounded by the police, they're like, there's copters, and looking at him like he had 5 stars on him. I thought that was kind of funny. He's like, bro, just really broke down. You don't know that shit. He's like, no, I'm sorry, I regret it. Oh no. But yeah, American Psycho, pretty good film for a psychopath film as well. It's really good. Not as good as No Country for Old Men, in my opinion, but it's still a really good film. And I haven't seen it in ages, but I do remember. There's parts I remember from it. And yeah, the next one is A Good Dinosaur. A Good Dinosaur, for me, is like a kind of a special movie because I remember first seeing this ages ago. It was like this animated film that was just randomly seen on this box that we used to have. I remember one scene, one part. It's just like the movie made me cry. There's this one scene where it's just so sad. I remember this little kid. It like showed the dinosaur. It basically done like little stick figures of him and his 2 parents of his family, and he basically knocked over the 2 parents and just had himself standing up to show that both his parents died and that he was alone. He was like a little tiny kid, and I like thought that was so depressing. I'm like, the little kid's family died. No. And the dinosaurs, what's it called? His parents also died in that film as well, so that made it just even worse. But yeah, that's just one scene I remember from the film. I remember fucking with it heavy. I just think it's a really good animated film. The next one is Smile 2. Smile 2. I watched it in bed on my phone. I still thought it was a really good film. There's this one scene in Smile 2 actually that really freaked me out. That really, made me like, oh god. It's the scene where the main character is about to leave. I think her name's Skylie Ree. She's about to leave because she's like, fuck this demon. I'm gonna go take care of it somewhere else. And then all of her like backup dancers and all are just standing there smiling at her like this. And basically every time she tried to move, they'd move towards her. But they do it in such a way where it's like they're dancing towards her, like, some shit like that. And I thought it was really creepy because then she ended up backing up and they just get closer and closer. They're like mimicking her movements. And I thought, bro, this is freaky as shit. And then then she tried to get away from it. They're like chucking her around like a beach ball or something. Like, bro, what's happening? And then they shoved, like, some guy just fisted her. Some guy's like, damn, I want to put my face down a human woman, see what it's like. So he just went like this. Like, a whole arm went down her throat. I'm like, that's crazy. And I don't know if that was an hallucination or not, because I swear half the shit in that movie was hallucination, not real hallucination. We're gonna mind fuck you now, so, yeah. But yeah, either way, it was a pretty good scene. And all the performances were great. I don't know why the fuck I'm talking about the performance. Like, I give a shit. I thought the Smile Demon was actually freakier in this one. The way she taunts and all, I think is pretty great. The whole sequence with Gemma, the fact that Skylie has not talked to her once in the film at all, I was mind blown. Like, how? What? Or when towards the final part of the scene where the demon was like to Gemma, none of this is real. And then she wakes up standing in front of an audience. I'm like, hang on, how much of this was real? Like, her driving to meet Hobbs to, like, kind of kill her, was that real? Like, from what part was it being hallucinated? And then, what part did it stop being real and start being a hallucination? Or was it multiple parts? Like, it's just shit like that. It's like confuses you, mindfucks you or all. It's still pretty cool though. I definitely do think the second one is better than the first one. I haven't seen all of the first one, but when me and my friend were watching it in his room when we were in college, we were kind of thinking, yeah, this is a bit ass. Because, like, there's so many scenes where there's just silence for no reason, like, no music or anything, nothing was happening. I'm like, I feel like it'd be some sort of movie that you'd want to watch on your own, maybe. But yeah, we were watching, like, this is a bit... But yeah, that was on my list of gold films. This was a bit of a kind of shoddy idea. I don't know. I just wanted to make a video for today, and I thought I haven't, what's the commentary video I haven't done? Goated films. But yeah, I hope you did enjoy this video. Please do leave a like, subscribe. I appreciate it a lot, and I'll see you next one. See you later. Have a good one. Goodbye.